Hello, 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 everyone. Wow, it's been a pretty interesting long day, and I'm so grateful to be here with you all tonight. I have a few little things I would like to share with you. But first I got to say hello because I have not been on a live in forever, like literally probably 4 months. So I got to get back in the swing of things. And I'm just grateful to be here tonight. And I know it's late, so I'll try to talk as fast as I can. But I have exciting news. So today, March the March mark the first marks the first day that we have reintroduced our writers community, Speak Life Scribes. By the way, I'm changing the name of the community because we're not just going to have those who are first time authors, but we now have a whole class who last year have completed their books. We're going to talk about those books in a little bit. Publish their books. As a matter of fact, if the Speak Life Scribes are here, I want you to comment so I can see you and I can send you an invite to come on live with me, or we can just do it tomorrow. But I am super excited, so excited to announce that the scribes are back. We will be writing our books, getting them done. We set our goal to get it done in 30 days. And for the most part, every person who comes through the program, at least they get a good start. Most finish. And I have the books here. I'm going to show you the ones that have been published. So, what is Speak Life Scribes all about? Well, let me tell you. I love books. Like, no kidding. Around me, I have journals all around me. Hello, y'all give me shout outs so I can make sure y'all can see me and hear me. Just send a little comment and I'll go hey back to you. But listen, I have books and journals all around me. I'm sitting in my library and I have probably like 1,000 books. One day I'll show you around me everywhere. I love books. I love writing. I love the concept of writing. I love the imagination. I mean, really, you can get taken away with stories and tell it according to your own standards. There's very little rules to the imagination when you're writing. And so I feel like it's a safe space to express yourself and get the words out of your head space onto paper and then, of course, publish into a book. So that's where this whole idea came from, just because of my passion and love for writing and creativity. Now, I do it on my own, and in 2025, the thought came to me, hey, why don't you have a community of first time authors come to you to actually write their books already? Well, let me tell you, my writing coach, her name is Ty Johnson. Shout out to Ty. She's the best. She's super amazing. She pushed me in 2023 to write my first book. I have tons of unpublished books. They're not published, but they're in notebooks. And I wrote that book. No kidding. I wrote the book. It was called Overcoming Distractions. And haha, to my surprise, I never published that book because guess what? I got distracted. So why would you write a book called Overcoming Distraction, but you get too distracted to publish the book? Ty, I love you. Ty is still, I mean, she's like amazing. I felt like I let her down. So I went back to her writer's course and I said, Ty, I don't know what happened. She said, you weren't focused. I said, I agree. I wasn't focused. So she gave us a 3-day challenge to write a second book. And I got that book written and I'm really pleased with that book. So, just because I had humble beginnings of how this process worked, I wanted to introduce my community, Speak Life community. And I love y'all, Speak Life, y'all, my people. I wanted to introduce Speak Life community to the writer's side of creativity. And to my surprise, last year in February, that whole debacle is still up on Facebook. I never took it down. I went live, and this was the theme last year. It was We Write at Midnight. So I'm in the Central Standard Time zone. Like right now, it's 9:40. Some of y'all getting ready to go to bed. It's Friday night. Stay up with me. But we would write at midnight for 1 hour, and I would go on live midnight at 1 hour. And y'all, you would think 100 people showed up. 0 people showed up. It was literally. Some of y'all know this. Zero people showed up, and I got super discouraged. No joke. I was so discouraged. I was like, man, no one's gonna want to write, especially at midnight. And then all of a sudden, my friend Chastity, shout out to Chastity, she might be in here. She's one of our authors. And all of you who are Speak Life Scribe authors, hang in there because all your books are right here. And I'm going to show the audience the books that you published and worked so hard on throughout the 2025 year. Okay. So anyway, Chastity showed up and she gave me a glimpse of hope and inspiration to keep going. Because I was about to shut that thing down. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to be the only person at midnight on this live broadcast talking. But y'all want to hear something very interesting? Even when no one was there and I was having all these thoughts in my head, I showed up as if 1,000 people were there. I never shortchanged the audience just because a lot of people weren't there. I'm not overwhelmed by numbers. I love numbers, but my success does not depend on numbers. I want, even if one person gets to the finish line, I believe I serve purpose. So when I saw Chastity show up, I was like, okay, we're going to keep pushing. And you know what happened? She opened the door for many of you. Some of you came and some of you left. Some of you stuck and stayed. But many of you gave the thought to me, you're interested in writing a book already. So that's how Speak Life Scribe was birthed. It was a chance. I actually took a chance to say, let me develop this community of authors, first time authors to come in and write with me. Now, I changed a few things. We were writing for 1 hour at midnight every single day consecutively. And in 2025, we had themes that we wrote on, which I love writing on themes so you can focus your attention. Like the first one we did was called Authors Unleash. And that was the authors who it was stuck in them, but they didn't know they were authors. So I was able to talk them through the whole process of getting the book out. Then we had the Overcomer series. That was one of my favorite ones. That was the authors who came in, and most of my authors, I have their books here. They wrote about their own personal story of how they overcame life trials. So they went from trials to triumph. And we actually did a lot of healing, and I hope some of the scribes show up because we did a lot of healing in that. You know, we don't just write books, we're a community. We talk with one another, we communicate online and offline, and we help one another. So that Overcomer series was really, really cool because who knew writing was therapeutic? I did, of course, but I don't know if the scribes actually knew how therapeutic it would be to tell their story and unleash every part of them they were holding on to help another person overcome. And so that's so beautiful. I like that. I like that thought of helping another person overcome the very thing that you thought was going to take you out. You stood 10 toes down. You overcame that thing. You might have bowed a little bit, but you didn't break. See, that's what the Overcomer series was about. That we wrote the stories that were hard to tell, like literally while you're going through it, you feel like you're about to tap out, but the strength within you held you up so strong that you had to tell someone else about it. You went from a test to a testimony. You went from a trial to a triumph. You went from being the victim to being victorious. And so those are the things, those are the very things. I heard one of them say, you went from a mess to a message. And that is correct. You changed the scenario around and then you were able to tell another person about it. That right there is pretty cool to me. And then we wrote about children's book. That was another one. I'm telling y'all, all of the scribes themes, and it was just all exciting to me. So the children's book series was so cool. We wrote nonfiction, Christian-based, so faith-based children's books. And I tell y'all, creativity went wild. One of my favorite books I wrote for my oldest daughter when she was 9 years old. It was called the secret garden, the garden God gave me, and it was the Adventures of Princess Z. It's a series. I love the series. So it was birthed out of me telling my daughter stories at the end of the day for her to relax and go to sleep. And we turned that into a book series. So writing is so much fun and so creative. Writing is something that you can just let your hair down and just write whatever is in your heart. But one thing is important: if it's stuck in your head space, no one else is going to know. So that's what we do. We train you how to get it from being stuck, whirling around as imagination and ideas to put it into fruition by writing it out. So I'm excited to say we are launching again. Yes, come on. I love it. We're launching again. My official launch date is Monday. But you know, I like y'all. Y'all my people. So I'm going to tell you about it today. I'm going to go live again tomorrow. And hopefully, hello, authors. I'm giving you a live shout out. Hopefully, some of the authors will be willing over tomorrow and Sunday to come live with me and share maybe like 5 minutes of their journey for writing the books, what inspired them to actually get the book out of them, and how did they feel after they finish the process. Let me tell you something. You learn more while you're doing the process, what to do, what not to do, how to do it better, so that we can teach the next wave. So I love my foundational class of Speak Like Scribes from 2025. We're going to do it 10 times better this year. I'm telling you, we're going to amp it up. The protocols are still the same. You got to write the book already. We give you a 30-day window. I know you thinking, oh man. And let me tell you something. The world has so many advances. Oh my goodness. We like to take advantage of those advances and those opportunities, but one thing that the world cannot do is write the book for you. Why do I say that? Because you have to tell the story. It's within you. So that's one of the things I love. That's one of the things that I stress. It's whatever is in you must come out. All right, scribes, I hope y'all listening because I feel like some of you are listening saying, she's not talking to me. I am talking to you. That's why you're listening. That's why you're in the hallway peeking in and saying, what's this all about? I am talking directly to you. Even if you felt like your story didn't matter, it actually does. It matters. It matters to me, it matters to you, and it matters to whomever picked that book up. So before I let y'all go, now don't forget, I will be back on tomorrow and Sunday because my official launch day is Monday. We get to write on Monday. And I'll give you all those rules and rhymes and rhythm. You follow me. Follow me on Speak Life. That's how you stay in touch with your hoodie. I love this. Maria made this amazing sweat hoodie for me. I'm a hoodie girl, y'all. Like this just the way I say it's I guess I'll get to animal. So Speak Up, are y'all still there? I'm still here. I think my computer just glitched. Y'all, we've been having some crazy weather in this region. Yesterday, the power grid was out for like 4 hours, and I had two clients to see. I do a lot of I'm cousin. I hope you can still hear me. Our internet yesterday went completely out. The electricity went out, and they've been working on it off and on. So I think they just started back working on it again. So my apologies if y'all can't see my face. Hopefully you can still hear me because I want to show you the scribe books. So here's the thing. I'm still going to talk. That's okay. Hopefully this camera kicks back in. Uh, and thank you. My cousin is here. She's so quiet. She's one of our scribes. And I will go through her book as Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I still want to talk to you all. It's just my internet is having challenges because of our weather events. Uh, That's okay. Tomorrow I will be back on live, and of course I cannot wait to show you all of the amazing books that we have written with the Scribe group. And if any of the scribes want to come online with me, you're welcome to do so. Well, I guess that is it because you can't see the books, and that's what I was going to. So anyway, I'll keep talking, and then I'm going to let you all go until tomorrow. So we will be back on live tomorrow. I'm going to show you all of the amazing books that we have, and all fun. I might have pictures saved. I think I saved most of your books covered. So this is the book by yeah, there you go. There's a will, there's a way. If y'all don't know anything about Kizzy B, she will find a way to make it work. Alright? So you're not gonna see my face, but you'll see some book covers. This is one of our books by our youngest scribe. His name is Naren Simon. Simon, his mother is Cynthia, and they are the most amazing people that I've met 20 plus years ago. Now, Naren is only 14, but I've known his mother for over 20, about 25 years. But how awesome is that? He's 14 years old. This is his first novel, his first book. It is amazing, amazingly written, well written. And to be honest, he's my first scribe because his contacted me at the top of 2025. This was before Speak Like Scribes was live. And she said, my son wrote this book. He's only 14 years old. Would you help him? And I said, of course I will. And look how amazing. So this is just a cover of the book. But the book itself is a wonderful story. All right, let's see if I saved any other scribes. This is author. Her book is published. You can buy it. Her company name is Light This is Crystal Abasse's book is behind the science. She wrote this book during the fiction children's faith-based series. So fiction children's faith-based series. I gave him 15 days to write these books. So I got Jamie, 15 days. But I think it's written already. This book is live and ready for purchase. This is Kalanta's Violet book. Again, this is the children's series of fiction books. The Lion's War of Crows. I like that one. Bravery and Friendship. It's Lawrence. This book is better. So, we have a storyline, but there's pictures, there's puzzles, there's journaling. I like this book. This one. This book is written 15-day fiction children's book writing challenge. We have the outline that you would follow. And so we just follow the outline that I designed for them to get the book written already. This book I love because it was not a comical children's book. It was based loosely on a PK story, Preacher's Kid story. This book is written by author Chastity Lawrence. It is a teen novel set free. Some shades are visible, others live in our heart. How cool is that, y'all? All of the author books that wrote these books in 15 days. How awesome is that? I think we have one more. We have two more. Three more. This book was written by author. How cool is that? I love calling them authors. Author Tired, and this book is Tommy's Courage, Trusting God at School. Ah, that's so awesome. This book is written by yours truly, Kizzy B. The Garden God Gave Me, Adventures with Princess V. This is the one I told you we have a whole series. This book was written for my oldest daughter, and I used to tell her like little stories when we went to bed, but they were always geared towards learning lessons. So I'm putting in a book. So The Garden God Gave Me, written by yours truly, Kizzy B. Book is The Girl Who Carried a Spider, written by Marcia. Love this book. This book is loosely translated from a real life event that happened in her family. Such a great book. I can't wait for you all to get your hands on it. And this one was written by Nancy Bell. Such an amazing book. It's called The Adventures with Gigi, Taking Up Your Cross. Are y'all looking? I hope y'all can see these books. Now, my camera went out, so you can't see me, and I have the books in my hand. However, you get to see the book covers, and we'll talk about the books on tomorrow because this is what I want you to see. You can produce your books. We have a whole catalog and library just from 2025 Speak Life. All right. We also have, so those were our children's series book. This is one of the books written by my beautiful cousin, Breaking the Echo. And this is a overcomers book. Remember, we had different themes and series. Well, this book, my cousin Adrian wrote, speaking of her relationship, her real life relationship with her father and her husband at the time. And when I tell y'all, this book brought me to literal tears. Okay, I sure hope y'all can hear me now. Oh boy, 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 boy. I love technology, but sometimes it just gives you the blues. Okay, I'm going to keep going. You can come back and catch the replay because I have a mission and I don't let little things stop me. Okay, so that I hope y'all heard some of what I said. You may not have heard it all. This book is written by KP, one of our authors. Hey, author KP, Chosen Resilience. This book is so powerful. Again, these books were written from the Overcomers series. And when KP wrote this book, she had to release a lot of the tension from her, not just her childhood, but some of her adulthood, becoming who God created her to be. There was a lot of challenges to break free. So it says, break the chains of spiritual poverty, which when she first told me the name of her book, y'all, I was thinking money. You see how cornel I can be sometimes? I was like, oh, no, she's talking about spiritual poverty, of not having the true essence of the Spirit of God inside of you to help you overcome. So I absolutely love this book. I love all the books. In case y'all didn't know, I'm going to keep saying that. I love all the books. Let's see, what other cover do I have? Still Standing. This is Miss Carol Daniels' book. Let me tell y'all the story behind this book. First of all, Miss Carol Daniels, she's one of our authors. She's going to come on tomorrow because again, my internet has been crazy, so no one's going to be able to see the visuals except for what I post. Y'all listen, Miss Carol took a chance writing this book because she lost four family members in a very short period of time, and that was a challenge to actually write out the feelings, emotions that surround being isolated, alone, and losing those closest to you. And she did it. She wrote the book. Let me tell y'all why this, and I'm going to repeat this probably 2 or 3 more times throughout this whole weekend. Carol took the chance to write this book, okay? And when she wrote this book, because it was speaking on death, I didn't know how important this book will be in my family's life. I didn't know. We wrote this book starting in September. She had it done in October. My brother passed away in November. Let me tell y'all how this worked, and this is not an exaggeration. We went out of town the week before Thanksgiving. I took Miss Carol's book with me because I was going to interview her the Friday after Thanksgiving. For Black Friday, I was going to interview her, so the book was with me. My brother passed away on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So Thursday we traveled back home. It was just, let's just get back home. And Friday, I was at my parents' house. I opened my bag and I saw this book and I gave it to my mother, Still Standing. My mom, she read a few pages. She was in tears. Carol, she was in tears and she was like, thank you so much for writing this book. Because the first few pages was speaking about Carol and the loss that she felt, the isolation, the loneliness. And how amazing is that, y'all? A book can make a difference. And for me and for my family, at a time that we all did not know, none of us knew. Okay. So here's why I say this. You think you're just writing a book just to be writing a book. Your book has a purpose. It has a meaning. There's a there's a reason why those words need to be spoken at the time that they're spoken. So don't delay. If you know that you have a book inside of you, just like Miss Carol, she pushed. It was a challenge, but she pushed. She got the book written. And when her friend Kizzy Bean needed that book and my mom needed that book, it was right there available to us. Let me see if I can get back on camera. All right. I had to do a little reset. I'm back on camera. So, all those books I just mentioned to you, they're right here. They're right here in my hands. They're right here with me. La 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 la. It's just that my camera was out. And here's Miss Marcia's book, another book being found. That's Miss Marcia's book. And let's see, Donna Stowe. I don't think I mentioned her book. Donna Stowe, Then and Now. How awesome is that? Here's another book by Chastity Lawrence. She walks in the spirit. Now I'm going to go through all these books again tomorrow. Don't worry. No worries. No worries. We're going to go through these again tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure that I introduced to you, and I still have a ton more. That's just a handful. This is my book, my Little Beans book, when I was a baby. I didn't tell y'all much about this one because you probably heard it a lot. But this is when my baby girl was born premature. They called her a micro preemie. She was 1 pound, 8 ounces. She stayed in the NICU for 3 months. It was a challenge, but you know what? She made it through. So we wrote a book to tell her story. This is I'm going to talk a lot about this. This is the Speak Life Scribes prayer journal written by Kizzy B. It's a really cool, I use this journal. This one is empty, but let me tell you, I use it all the time. So every week, and if you're a part of the Scribes group, everyone who's a part of the Scribes group, you get a copy of this, okay? But every week, that's why mine's all wrinkly. You're going to write in this, okay? You're going to set goals. You're going to schedule out your writing. And then I give you 7 pages where you can just take notes. The reason why I did that is because I want you to be able to write out what's wrong, Little Bean, in just a moment. Little Bean, she just wanted to come tell y'all hi. But I wanted you to be able to write out your thoughts and get it out so we can have these books published in a timely manner. Little Bean's so sweet. I love her. There's so many. I have a whole library, but this book, Honey, 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 this is written by my friend. She's such a sweet person. To this day, I still have, this is her, I don't know if y'all can see it. That's her real name. And her nickname. And she wrote this beautiful book. I also have Attorney Anye's book. My little bean, my little bean reads everybody. If you get a book published, or Attorney Anye didn't have her book published through us, I just love to support authors. And this book is a really good book. It's called The Faith First Framework. And Little Bean, she's already read this whole book at least twice. How many times you read that book? 2 or 3 times? Later Date by Tommy Wilson. Really awesome book. I interviewed him, so his interview is still live. I'm probably going to put my authors that I interviewed, I'm just letting y'all know this week coming, all of your interviews are going to be published back. So why am I showing you this? All of my authors, all of those interviews coming back, because I want you to understand the importance of writing your book, telling your story, making sure you get the word out, and doing it in a timely manner. Now, I've spent a little bit more time than I wanted to because my camera and the internet started doing some wacky do things. But we will be back tomorrow with the authors live, talking about their books, letting you know the process, how it is. And then you're going to get a chance to sign up. I'm so excited. You get a chance to sign up, and we start writing on Monday. If it intimidates you to write a book, no worries. We're really a laid back community. It is a community. We come together as one. We write together as one. I've already gotten so many, and thank y'all. I love all of you. So many comments, so many texts. Kizzy, we're ready to write. So now is the time. I've gotten people from way back. I'm talking about like way back. I thought they forgot about me. They're like, no. I did not forget about you. I just needed a break, and now I'm ready to write. So we're gonna do this. I'm telling you, you will be more than excited to get your book written already. All right, y'all beautiful. I do have to let y'all go because it's late. I gotta give you something with my hair too, y'all. You know, I always say this. Somebody needs my stylist. Hey, Miss Brandy, I hope you're listening. I asked her to write a book with pictures. Cause I need pictures, step by step. Not a video. I need something that I can put in front of my face. So if y'all are out there and you are a hairstylist, Miss Brandy, I'm shouting you out. Trinity, I'm shouting you out. Write a book with pictures showing me step by step what to do with your hair. Because I have a lot of hair. It doesn't look like I do, but I have a ton of hair. And sometimes I just don't know what to do with it. So I let my hair do what it wants to do. But I'm gonna go and try to go to maybe twist it, or maybe I can pull it up. We're gonna figure out this hair thing until I figure out a style that works for me. So all of you who know how to write step by step processes, you should be in this course. You see how I just said I want someone to write a book on how to take care of this healthy hair and show me styles. I like pictures. Send me some pictures. Show me something like that. You can write that book. Books can come from so many creative ideas, especially for those who already know how to do it. Then write your how to do it book. Because I'll buy it. Because I need it. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to let y'all go today. Now, don't forget, we start live on Monday. So tomorrow, you're going to see me live. And Sunday, you're going to see my live with the authors. And we're going to go through signing you up, getting you ready. Every person who signs up, you will get a copy of the Scribes Journal. And you document every word in this journal. We're going to document it, and then we get the book published. It's a process, but you can get it done in 30 days. All right, that's it for me today. What's going on? Oh, you want to say hi? You can say hi. Oh, that's Little B. This is author Little B, by the way. She is a writer. She has a cookbook. What else did you do? You have a cookbook coming, and there's one other book. What else did you write? A coloring book? And don't you have another book? Nobody likes to write. She's very creative. You wrote one about a story about the kids, or you don't want me to tell them about the friendship. You want me to tell about that one? The friendship book. Did you finish? So she has a really cool elementary style friendship book. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll let you. As a matter of fact, we're going to interview Little Bee. She's a nice young author. She's already had her first book, like I mentioned, about her time in the NIT. That's right. And she said she's camera shy. I don't believe that for a moment. I don't believe that for a moment. You are not shy. She says she's shy, but Little Bee definitely has lots of personality. What y'all eating tonight? So while we were talking, my dinner. Don't talk about my dinner. Don't talk about my dinner. I have black beans, but I put cheese on my black beans, and they're so pasted together because cheese gets really hard and gooey. I don't think they're going to be any good. So I have black beans with cheese, jalapenos, because who doesn't like jalapenos, and cauliflower. Don't talk about my cauliflower. I have a feeling I'm judging my cauliflower. So I took the cauliflower, I cut it, and I roasted it. It doesn't look very appealing. But it has jerk seasoning on it and jalapenos, so it's really spicy. And then I have a sausage verde. Is that what you call this green stuff? It's really good. I get it from the farmer's market. Uh, I know it's really, it's just, so it's all really together. So I'm not going to eat that right now. What y'all eating tonight? My little, did you eat Little Bean? I don't even think she did. Because I came in here and it was so late that the internet started jacking up and messing up. So, yeah, we're going to fix that tomorrow. We'll be back online. And we get to talk about all this all over again with the author's life. So listen, y'all have been super fantastic, tremendous. I love all of you. This is the Speak Like Scribes Writers Community. I want you a part of it. If you're like, how do I get signed up? You gotta come back tomorrow. I'll have it all mapped out. This is just an introduction to tell you hi and to reintroduce myself to some of you and let you know who I am and what our community is all about. You need to follow me. I'm everywhere. Okay, all the social media platforms. It's called Speak Life. See this? Speak Life with Kizzy B. My friend made this amazing shirt. Thank you. And this sweatshirt coming. Speak Life with Kizzy B on Clubhouse. We meet every morning, 5 a.m. on Clubhouse. Speak Life with Kizzy B on YouTube. I have over 100 videos on YouTube from about the last 2 to 3 years. You're welcome to go and look at those videos. I think I may have taken some of them down, so maybe it's more like 50 to 60 videos, but they're there. We have Speak Life on Facebook in 3 different groups because it's all Speak Life. But one of them is the Thrive Family community. That's my wellness community. I love talking to you and cooking with you. It's always just so much fun. We have Speak Like Scribes. That's the writers community, which that's what we're talking about tonight. So join us on Speak Like Scribes. And then you have me, Kennedy. I just like to talk. So it's me talking about things and stuff and current events. But yeah, please make sure you follow me on those social medias. I also have TikTok. Now I'm learning at TikTok soon. I'm not 100% there yet, but follow me anyway because it's gonna catch wind. And what it does, it takes off. So just give me your love and your support. I remember on TikTok I had like 30 people and I was acting as if I had 1,000. Numbers don't move me. It just doesn't. I'm gonna be me wherever I am. I don't know what to be me. Who else would I rather be? I wanna be me. So follow me on TikTok and yeah. I love all of y'all. Bye. I gotta go. So tomorrow, don't forget, I'll be back. Okay? Bye.